The Epstein files are out and President Trump's name is in them. The birthday wishes he swears are fake and the racy references making headlines. Plus, ICE cracks down in Chicago. The first arrests and the backlash from City Hall and the State House. And a win for ICE at the Supreme Court. The justices rule agents can roam where day laborers gather. The stories that matter, clear and credible, from across the country to around the world. These are your unbiased updates from Straight Arrow News. Good morning, I'm Craig DeGrelli. This morning, new Epstein files, and Donald Trump's name is front and center. A congressional panel has the so-called birthday book from Jeffrey Epstein's estate, and Democrats are posting pages publicly. First came a page with a doodle bearing the president's name. Now, late last night, Democrats on the House Oversight Committee posted another page. It features a photo of Epstein holding a large check with a caption joking about, quote, selling a fully depreciated woman to Donald Trump for $22,500. Earlier yesterday, Democrat Robert Garcia reposted a picture on X of an alleged birthday note Trump had sent Epstein in 2003, saying, quote, the note Trump says doesn't exist. Time to end this White House cover-up. The note reads in part, happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. President Trump has already sued the Wall Street Journal, the first outlet to report on the alleged card, calling the story defamation. Until now, the public had not seen it. The House Oversight Committee, led by Republican James Comer, subpoenaed documents from Epstein's estate last month. But in a statement last night, he accused Democrats of, quote, cherry-picking documents and politicizing information. The White House is pushing back hard. In a post on X, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt insisted, quote, it is very clear President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. Deputy Chief of Staff Taylor Budowich went further, posting side-by-side shots of Donald Trump's known autographs to argue the card is fake. The letter and the image were both turned over by the Epstein estate, meaning they were in his possession. The estate also handed over Epstein's will, bank records, and pages from his contact book. Both sides of the panel say this is just the start, with more documents and more names still to come, including former President Bill Clinton and high-profile attorney Alan Dershowitz, who are listed as friends of Epstein. This morning, a new immigration crackdown is underway in Chicago. Immigration and Customs Enforcement calling it Operation Midway Blitz. In a statement Monday, ICE said the mission is aimed at, quote, criminal illegal aliens who flock to Chicago because of sanctuary policies. Officials also dedicated the operation to Katie Abraham of Illinois, killed earlier this year in a drunk driving hit and run. The driver, a Guatemalan citizen in the U.S. illegally, was caught in Texas days later trying to flee to Mexico. ICE says the blitz is already netting arrests and will expand.
We have successfully arrested some criminal aliens over the last few days. We just began our surge. We're going to be bringing in our partners, our other DHS partners, DOJ partners, CBP partners coming in. So they'll be coming in and participating in this ICE-led operation.
The Chicago mayor and Illinois governor, J.B. Pritzker, say they received no advance notice. It is unclear how long the blitz will last, but ICE insists it has always operated in Chicago and will keep targeting those it calls dangerous criminal aliens. In a win for the Trump administration, the U.S. Supreme Court has cleared the way for ICE to resume so-called moving raids in Los Angeles. The 6-3 ruling blocks a lower court opinion that had banned agents from stopping migrants at big box stores, bus stops, and car washes after critics said those sweeps relied on stereotypes, Spanish speakers looking for day labor. Justice Brett Kavanaugh wrote that it is, quote, common sense to question people who meet certain criteria, including limited English proficiency. Homeland Security celebrated the decision as a victory for public safety and the rule of law, but Justice Sonia Sotomayor blasted the ruling, saying, quote, we should not have to live in a country where the government can seize anyone who looks Latino, speaks Spanish, and appears to work a low-wage job. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth touched down in Puerto Rico Monday, an unannounced visit that signals the Pentagon is ramping up its fight against Latin America drug cartels. Governor Jennifer Gonzalez Colon posted images of Hegseth arriving alongside Joint Chiefs Chair General Dan Kane. Their visit comes just days after this U.S. strike in the Caribbean Sea. A Venezuelan boat blown up, 11 people killed. President Trump says they were members of a drug cartel and the gang Tren de Aragua, though the White House has not released evidence. Vice President J.D. Vance backed the strike, writing, "Killing cartel members who poison our fellow citizens is the highest and best use of our military." Over the weekend, outside a military base in Puerto Rico, Mothers Against War led a protest accusing the administration of using cartels as a pretext for a wider conflict with Venezuela and the Maduro regime. The Washington Post reports the Pentagon is weighing whether to launch missions directly from Puerto Rico, including fighter jet deployments. Hegseth also visited the USS Iwo Jima, telling troops they're on the front lines of defending the homeland. France's government has now collapsed after lawmakers voted to oust Prime Minister François Bayrou in a stunning rebuke. 364 MPs voted against Bayrou, far more than the 280 votes needed to bring him down. The confidence vote was triggered by Bayrou himself as he tried to force through an austerity plan that cut public holidays and froze government spending. After just 9 months in power, he's now out as the second most powerful figure in France. French President Emmanuel Macron is expected to name a new prime minister in the coming days. Whoever he chooses will be France's fourth prime minister in just 12 months. Finally this morning, a new mural by famous street artist Banksy is sparking debate in London. The work, splashed across the wall of Britain's Royal Courts of Justice, shows a judge in a wig and gown using his gavel to strike a protester. Banksy posted a photo of the piece on Instagram Monday. Many see it as a critique of how pro-Palestinian activists have been treated. But the controversial art won't last long. Officials say it will be removed. For now, the mural is covered up, monitored by security guards and surveillance cameras. Before we head out, here's what we're tracking today. This morning, House Democrats and Republican leaders are both set to hold press conferences after their closed-door policy meetings. Expect Jeffrey Epstein to be a topic. Later in Boston, nearly 20 religious groups head to court to try to block the Trump administration from carrying out immigration raids in houses of worship. And then at 1 p.m., Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt holds a briefing from the White House. Also at 1, all eyes on Apple. The tech giant unveils its new line of iPhones, facing pressure from the trade war and struggles in AI that could push prices up for the first time in 5 years. Hey, be the smartest person in line at Starbucks. Sign up for our newsletter. All the news, no nonsense. Go to san.com/newsletters. And while you're there, venti iced caramel macchiato for your buddy named Negrelli. How about that? Thank you. Those are your unbiased updates for this Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. For all of us here at Straight Arrow News, I'm Craig Negrelli. Have a great day.